Do we need to focus in on that close?
Yes. It's completely necessary.
Okay.
What's the goal for today?
Okay, first of all, we're at Riverhead Raceway for our weekly series. We're back after a week off.
They haven't figured that out from the title of the video of where we're racing.
Whatever. Just a reminder that we're back racing. Made another spring change. We got our weights close to what people are suggesting for our little car. Goal is to learn how to drive the track a little better until I get comfortable and start figuring out where the turns are. Yes, I know where turns 1 and 2 are, 3 and 4, but this is a very unique layout of this racetrack. And if you talk to any tour type mod or any guy who comes in here not on a regular basis, it's a little tricky to figure out. It's a tight radius going into turn 1, and then it kind of like smoothens out going down the back straightaway out of 2. The complete opposite in 3 and 4. You smooth in, and then it's a nice little little jerk, and a very tight exit coming off of 4. Watching our replays, watching other people, understanding where I can pick up some speed or better lap times. I'm still over driving into the turns, which I know is just a mental thing, because drive harder, you go faster. Not an asphalt.
You gotta go slow to go fast.
Yes, it's weird, and it's it's easy to say, it's easy to talk about, but in reality, when you're racing, it's the hardest discipline to do, because you have to back up the turn in order to get the exit speed better. So, when people talk about it and look at it and say it and all that stuff, it is the hardest thing to understand. Not to understand, but to put it into practice.
It's an easier said than done sort of thing.
Yes. Now, the big boys in NASCAR are on the Chicago street course. I'm sorry, NASCAR. You're not going to have me watching this week, because those cars do not belong on the streets. They are race cars. You have enough tracks in this country that you should be supporting local. I'd rather see them on the bull ring of a quarter mile somewhere than on a street course. I understand the wah, and all that stuff. More fans, more thing. Sorry. This diehard NASCAR fan will not be watching this weekend, because I don't think it's necessary. Support the people that support the industry. Chicago had a beautiful racetrack, Chicagoland, and they didn't fill the seats because, you built another cookie cutter a mile and a half track there. Do what Fontana's doing, do what they're doing, build another short track. That's what people would want to see. The short track fan will go to another big boys on Martin. What do you think Martinsville and Bristol and Richmond are your most popular races?
Regular Bristol, not dirt Bristol.
Dirt Bristol too. Sorry. Time to say goodbye to it. Anyway, that's my rant. The goals of today are obviously learn how to drive better. I'm getting a handle on the car. I'm learning as I go. The cars are very twitchy, and it's one of those things that high horsepower, low weight, hard tires. It's a throttled controlled driving style, which I am working on. It's not just smash the gas and turn left, or the loud pedal, sorry. So, again, we're just having fun. I'm not looking to go anywhere else in any other division and move up. Again, another beautiful Saturday night at a racetrack. I donate my money, time. I have a blast. That's what it's about for me. At the end of the day, car comes home in one piece. If not, we fix it. But
he says we. He means he.
well, you get the parts for me.
Yeah, I just pay for it.
No, like I said, listen. You can't be too serious at this level.
When you start being serious, it stops being fun.
Exactly. So we have a bunch of good guys in the same speed range of us, back half of our field, and
we're all just here to have fun.
We're having fun. That's all that's what it's about for us. You know, yes, I can go out there and buy a brand new car, the FC09 or the MT09 or whatever we're going to go into to the next phase of these cars. But at this point, I'll be looking to buy up all the old 1250s.
So if you got them, let us know in the comments.
So, and yes, and we're going to start expanding our channel to
scripted content and
some script content, some other things that we're looking into. Any young child would like to learn the ins and outs of what it takes to go racing every week.
By young child, you mean high schooler?
High school.
People who have an idea of what they want to do in the future and don't know where to start.
If they're racing in cars, you want to know how to get into racing, we'll be putting a few links and suggestions and reaching out to a few people that every team could always use an extra set of hands. There's no money involved. This is just pure love of what we do for fun. So we'll be reaching out with that all across America. Every team could use an extra set of hands. So we're waiting on the line to get going until we pull into the pits, start unloading.
Can't get the view with my camera. There we go.
And then we go from there. It's a nice warm muggy day. We'll set up our little shades and we'll get some more content as we get ready for today. Peace.
So it's the end of the night. We're packed up already.
Yes. Car felt good. I think we're moving in the right direction with our adjustments. Again, when you're 6 to 7 tenths slower and you're like 26, 27th fastest out of the 38 cars that showed up, it's an interesting night. I had some good ones, some good racing today, so I'm pretty happy with that. Not going to keep saying the same thing week in and week out, but we are having a blast. I can't be too upset with how we're running. We're learning, we're working on it. We have an old car, we have an old motor, we have, like I said, tonight we had 38 cars in our division. So that's a pretty stacked field. And talking to a fellow car owner, the top 20 in the feature we're running within 0.3 of each other.
And mind you, that's still 0.5 faster at a minimum than us.
So, we're just going to keep making adjustments, working our way faster and faster. I feel like I had a step up in speed and raceability in the car tonight. But when you're in a heat race of 10 and
we only had 9 in ours, but
9 in ours, but
yeah,
the top 6 were those fast guys. And if I start behind them, I have no shot of passing them.
No. Walk us through the day. So the practice sessions.
Practice sessions were pretty good.
Mine's being pelted with rubber.
Oh. The tour mods were here last week. And apparently the rain didn't wash the rubber off the track. So it looked like grated cheese that was left out on the track. So between the other drivers picking up the rubber and tossing it out all over the place, I felt I was running through a hailstorm with rubber.
So we don't have a screen, we have a windshield, and when you get knocked in the helmet with pieces of rubber,
yes,
you know there's a lot of rubber on the track.
Again, I'm not complaining, I'm not bitching about it.
No, it's just amusing, and I'm just making fun of you.
But yeah, there was a couple of people that had to throw pieces of rubber out of my car. Like, get out.
And then a random bolt. We don't know where it came from.
Yeah, it's not from my car.
But it's in my pocket now.
Overall, we had a good night. Again, most people would be upset with where we not making the feature and stuff like that. I think a lot of other tracks and drivers, and I'm going to speak for Legend guys only, they don't get 15 to 20 cars a night. We had 38 cars here tonight. And from first fast guy to 35th was probably all within 1 second on a quarter-mile track. So the pill drawer, where you start a heat race, where you do this, passing points and all that stuff, it is very difficult to move forward unless you are in that top 10 with speed.
And then on top of that, with Riverhead being mostly a one-groove track, it's very difficult to pass.
Yes.
Unless you have very good maneuverability on your car, which...
we're working on.
Yeah. As a sedan, when we try to be maneuverable, we go sideways.
Yes.
Or should I say slideways?
Slideways. I want to try dirt tracking soon.
Yeah, we'll add that to the list.
But overall, it was a good night. Cars in one piece. Everybody's packed up, ready to go home. We had a good laughs, good time here.
We had the fireworks, 4th of July, so happy belated 4th when everyone's going to see this video.
Yes. But overall, I'm not mad or upset or,
You don't usually get mad. I'm the one who gets upset and angry.
Well, again, I'm in a race car on a Saturday night, hanging out with a bunch of good people, hanging out with my daughter, who is the car owner, and listen, I can go out and spend all the money I want, buy this and buy that, and guess what? But that's not where we're at. We're out to have fun. I'm not out to win races yet. I'm not the type of person who needs to win races to have fun. I'm having fun in the back, showing up, supporting the track, make sure it stays open.
I'm just racing.
And we're just racing. I understand. I'm a field filler, and I donate my time and money to it, and I'm more than happy to do it. On that note, peace out.